Imagine if there was a platform where investing is commission-free and it's also hassle-free. Well, you're in luck, because in this video we're deep diving into exactly that with the game changer that is InvestEngine. Their platform offers the cheapest way to invest in ETFs in the UK, with no setup fees, no withdrawal fees, no ISA fees, no dealing fees, and on the DIY side of the platform there isn't even a platform fee. And all of this may sound too good to be true, but trust me, it's real. And what's even crazier is that InvestEngine is not only low cost, but it's also packed with cutting-edge automation features, which makes investing so simple and easy. But the reason I love the platform is not just because it's low cost and has great automation features. It's because the platform encourages investors to follow a long-term, data-backed investment strategy. The UK market is packed with investing platforms which push investors to constantly trade, exposing them to short-term market volatilities and often leading to losses. But InvestEngine is unique in that it empowers investors to build a diversified, risk-smart portfolio and stick to a long-term plan. And given all of this, it's not really a surprise that their user-base numbers are skyrocketing. And they're picking up rewards too, left, right and centre. And having used the platform for over 2 years, I'm excited to share with you my own insights in this video. In this video, we're going to go through InvestEngine inside out, from a step-by-step guide to the DIY investing side of the platform, to a step-by-step guide of the robo-investing side of the platform, before finishing off with some pros and cons. If you're new to the channel, I'm Alex, and by day I'm a management consultant. And on this channel, we talk about all things finance with particular focus on how to grow your money through investing and saving. So let's get into it. Before digging into the detail and showing the platform itself, let's provide an overview of what InvestEngine does first. And the best way to do that is using InvestEngine's very own website. So we can see here that there's two sides of InvestEngine's platform. You can either set up a do-it-yourself portfolio, or you can set up a managed for you portfolio. And with the do-it-yourself portfolio, it is what it says on the tin. You pick your own ETFs from a range of over 560 different ETFs. You select the allocations. You're in full control over your own investments. The managed for you option is very different in that it's more of a robo-investing service, where InvestEngine chooses a portfolio on your behalf, it manages it on your behalf also. And with these portfolios, they're currently available through 3 different account types. So InvestEngine offers an individual savings account, an ISA, the standard tax-free wrapper. They offer a general account and they offer a business account. At the moment, there isn't a SIP, so a personal pension, but that's on their roadmap, and I understand that will soon be released. There's actually a link in the description below for a pre-registration page if you want to be the first to know when this is released and to sign up for it. There's also no LISA currently, and there's no junior ISA, but I'm hopeful these will be added to the roadmap. At the moment, that they offer the main accounts. Most of you watching this will want in terms of an ISA and general account. So now we know enough about InvestEngine itself. Let's bring up the app and let's start the step-by-step guide to DIY investing on InvestEngine. So to kick off the portfolio and to look through the ETFs, you can either use this toggle on the bottom navigation menu you see on the left, and you can browse through the 560 plus ETFs on the platform and build your portfolio that way. Or you can stick on the Home tab and click the Add New Portfolio button on the top right hand corner there. We'll do that. We'll then select Do It Yourself, Create DIY Portfolio. I've already got an ISA, so I can't use it for this example, so we'll need to select General Account. And now we can see the list of ETFs we can select to be part of our portfolio and invest in. And you'll notice it's only ETFs offered in InvestEngine's platform. You can't buy individual shares, and this is very intentional, as InvestEngine's own investing principles focus on long-term, low-cost, low-risk investing. And ETFs perfectly match that vision, as they're naturally, innately very diversified, which means they're lower risk. And ETFs are set up to be left in the long term, so they match what InvestEngine are trying to achieve as an organization. So I don't expect to see shares being sold on InvestEngine's platform anytime soon, if at all, because they just don't align with InvestEngine's overall vision, whereas ETFs, whereas funds do. And InvestEngine has a great choice and huge choice of ETFs available on their platform, with over 560 ETFs available. And if we compare the number of ETFs of InvestEngine to another low-cost fund provider in Vanguard, InvestEngine really trumps in this area, as Vanguard only has around 85 funds available. They're very high quality, but they're limited in nature, whereas InvestEngine has funds from all the major fund providers, including Vanguard themselves. And you can use the filters at the top here to find a fund suited to your needs. And this is probably easier to do than flicking through the big list of ETFs, as we may be here for a while going through 560 different ETFs. So let's say I want to select a fund from Vanguard. I click on provider, I find Vanguard on the list, and you can see here that there's a number of different Vanguard funds available. And the crazy thing about Vanguard funds is that they're actually cheaper to invest in on InvestEngine's platform compared to using Vanguard Direct. And the reason for that is because the DIY side of InvestEngine has no platform fees, whereas Vanguard's platform has a 0.15% platform fee. So getting back to the step-by-step guide, I now have a list of Vanguard funds, and I've decided I want to select the Vanguard FTSE Developed World. I can see through this component, the information on the component. It's an accumulating fund, so dividends are reinvested, and I can see it's got a super low total expense ratio. And this will be the only fee I need to pay for this ETF, the fund annual management charge itself. And I want to find out a little bit more details. So I click on this component. I can now see a graph showing past performance. So I can see performance over last year, last 6 months, last month, and last week. And if I scroll down, I can see the ETF breakdown. So I can see the breakdown via holdings. There's over 2,000 holdings here. I can click show all, and I can flick through the list. You can see the usual suspects at the top with Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia. I can also see the breakdown via regions with North America dominating. And if I want additional information, I can click on this right here and I can download a key investor information document. But let's say I'm happy with this and I want to go ahead. So I click add to portfolio. And now this has been added to my portfolio. But I want to add another ETF. I want to be slightly more diversified. So let's say I want a emerging markets ETF. And I also want to use the same fund provider. I like Vanguard, so I'm going to carry on using them. So I find the Vanguard FTSE Emerging Markets ETF, and I want to invest in this also, as I want exposure to emerging markets. So again, I can see all the information, I can see the holdings, the regions, the sector breakdown, and I click add to portfolio. And now I'm happy to continue. This will be my starting portfolio. So I click review, and here I can set my portfolio weights. So at the moment it's 50-50, but I want to increase the Developed World ETF to have a 90% allocation and the emerging markets to have a 10% allocation. And now I'm happy with my diversified portfolio. So I click review and continue. And now it provides me some great analytics, a equity breakdown of my portfolio. So I can see I'm super diversified across regions now. I'm super diversified across sectors and across holdings. I'm happy with this. So again, I'm going to continue. And InvestEngine is now notifying me that I'm ready to start investing. I've completed the first few steps of my InvestEngine investing journey. I've selected the account I want to choose, I've selected the portfolio type, and I've now selected the ETFs in that portfolio. So I select continue, and now I can select how much I want to invest, how I want to invest, and when I want to invest. And this is where InvestEngine's great automation features really come in. So I can set up something called a savings plan, which uses the latest open banking technology to set up regular payments from my bank account going into InvestEngine, and then InvestEngine will invest that in my chosen weights into my portfolio automatically. This is all automated. And this is a great process as it makes the dollar cost averaging, well, the pound cost averaging in the UK approach to investing super simple and super easy. I have mine set up on a monthly basis, so every month, just after payday, a set sum is taken from my bank account, it's deposited into my InvestEngine account, and it's automatically invested into my portfolio. It's really easy. It makes it super simple for me to be a long-term investor and not to worry about it. It's completely hassle-free. There's other features here as well. So there's also the auto invest feature. This will ensure any cash you have associated with your account will be automatically invested into your portfolio based on your chosen weights. So let's say you had an ETF which gave you dividends and you want those dividends automatically reinvested. You simply need to turn on this auto invest feature, just by clicking here. You can also see here an overview of my yield. I have accumulating ETFs, so it's a 0% yield. I can see the total expense ratio of the portfolio is 0.13%, so it's very low. And this is the only fee I'll pay, as I mentioned earlier, because the DIY side of InvestEngine has no fees. You can also see there's an analytics tab. Below that, I have the breakdown of the ETFs in my portfolio. Once you've selected the initial ETFs in your portfolio, this is not frozen, it's not set in stone. You can amend the portfolio, you can withdraw ETFs, you can add new ETFs. So this is not a frozen portfolio, it's a living commodity. And then at the bottom here, we have two options. If we click here, it's super easy to add money and to invest in your portfolio, and it's also super easy if we switch tabs to sell. You just select the amount of your portfolio you wish to sell, you'd review, and then you'd request that sold. And this would settle over a short time period. It's worth saying that one of the only drawbacks of InvestEngine's platform is that trades only happen once a day, once a weekday at 2 p.m. And this is something maybe InvestEngine can improve in the future. However, reading through some of their documents, it suggests that InvestEngine does this process to keep costs low. And for me, I'd rather have a commission-free investing platform than a platform which has 4 or 5 trades a day but costs me. So I'm okay with that. And this process again reinforces InvestEngine's overall investing strategy. It's not a trading platform, it's a long-term investing platform. So it's super easy to buy and sell and add money to your portfolio. You can also select the options entry point here. You can see a cash balance breakdown. Again, you can turn on and off your auto invest. You can set up a savings plan. You can add cash from a connected bank account. You can withdraw cash, move cash. Again, you have another analytics entry point. You can edit the portfolio. You can rebalance the portfolio holdings. This is another feature I love, another great automation feature, ensuring your portfolio sticks to the weights you initially set out at. And this is something I do about on a yearly basis. You can also rename your portfolio, you can delete the portfolio, and you can share the portfolio outline. So plenty of great features there. And overall, it's a super simple and super easy user experience to build your own portfolio and choose how you want to invest in that portfolio. And to make things even better, it comes at no platform cost. So InvestEngine offers an extremely competitive platform, an extremely competitive proposition for DIY investors. And I'm going to continue using the DIY service as I love that it's low commission, and I also love the automation. It means I can just sit back and enjoy the dollar cost averaging approach. So now if we move on to the second half of the platform, let's take a step-by-step guide of building and manage for you portfolio. Here, InvestEngine picks a portfolio on your behalf based on your risk tolerance, investing goals, and time horizon. And this service suits those who are either complete beginner investors or those who don't want the hassle of researching investments and then managing the investments. And with the Manage For You service, how this works is InvestEngine asks you a number of questions, and through these questions, they determine your risk tolerance, time horizon, and investing goals, and they assign you a portfolio. So let's go through the process and let's bring back up their app. So to create a Manage For You portfolio, we click on Add New Portfolio again. This time we click Manage For You. And at the top here, InvestEngine makes their fee super transparent for the Manage For You service. It's 0.25% a year, so it's a 0.25% annual percentage platform fee. And this, relative to other robo-investing services, is very good. For example, Wealthify charges 0.6% as an annual platform fee, Money Farm 0.65%, and Nutmeg 0.75%. So don't be put off by this fee if you want to go down the robo-investing service route. So back to the portfolio setup process, I need to tell InvestEngine how much I would like to invest. So let's say £500. And now InvestEngine is asking me questions to gauge my risk tolerance, time horizon, and goals. So this is the survey I was mentioning earlier. And now InvestEngine is assigning me a portfolio. And how this works is InvestEngine has 10 growth portfolios managed by their experts. And each of those portfolios are very different and will suit different investors. For example, some portfolios are much higher risk, have more equity proportions. Some portfolios are lower risk, have lower equity proportions and higher bond proportions. And based on your answers, based on my answers in this case, to the survey, I'm assigned one of those portfolios which best suits my time horizon, my risk tolerance, and my investing goals. So we can see here I've been assigned a portfolio, and I have 2 tabs here for me to look through the portfolio and customize the portfolio. After InvestEngine have assigned you a portfolio, it's not just frozen there. You can make some customizations to go slightly higher risk or slightly lower risk. So let's look at the projections tab. So here you can see, I can see the projected returns of this portfolio, and the portfolio I've been assigned, you can see model growth 9. And this portfolio is 88% equities and 12% bonds. And you can see with this nice graph here, it provides me a projected return over 20 years for the expected case, a good case, poor case, exceptional case, and worst case. And this is useful so you know what you're getting yourself in for. And if I switch over to the allocation tab, you can see here I can customize the risk level of my portfolio. So currently it's quite high risk based on my answers to the survey. I can reduce the risk level, and you can see as I reduce the risk level, I'm assigned a different portfolio. So now it's growth 5, which is completely different. It's 48% equities, 52% bonds. But I want to stick to high risk, so I'll go back up to here, and my portfolio is growth 9. And if we scroll down, we can see the exact allocation, the exact ETFs in this portfolio. So we can see it's very diversified. There's funds from all the major fund providers, and the highest percentage in this portfolio of any ETF is the Xtrackers S&P 500. And it's worth saying that the ETFs InvestEngine choose, they try to choose low-cost ETFs which provide you high value. So let's say I'm happy with this allocation. I think InvestEngine has done a good job of assigning me a portfolio aligned to my needs. I select Save and Continue, and now the portfolio has been created. So I select Continue again, and I can fund the portfolio. Again, you need to deposit £100 to get your portfolio up and running. And once you've done that, you benefit from InvestEngine's great automation features. So InvestEngine will automatically rebalance the portfolio on your behalf. If you have a savings plan set up, money again will be taken automatically from your bank account to InvestEngine and invested in the portfolio. So you can just sit back and watch your assets, watch your portfolio grow. And overall, the managed fee service is extremely competitive compared to other platforms. InvestEngine have undercut the cost of many other robo-investing platforms, and have also given users the great automation features which comes with InvestEngine. So to finish off this video, let's do a quick fire pros and cons analysis of InvestEngine's platform. And I think that the pros are pretty clear here, with the first one being that InvestEngine has a super easy to use app and website. I've been using their app and website for over 2 years, and I love it. They've continuously improved it, and it's very, very simple. It's simply laid out, and it's easy to access all the main features. So nothing more you can ask from an investing app and website. The second big plus of InvestEngine's platform is of course the low cost nature of it, with the DIY service benefiting from no platform fee, and the managed for you service having an extremely low 0.25% fee. The next benefit is the great choice of ETFs. InvestEngine has all the major fund providers' ETFs on their platform, and it has a huge choice of over 560 ETFs. And a key benefit here we haven't touched on is that InvestEngine often listens to its users, its customers, on what ETFs they'd like to add next. They have a great community, it's a thriving community, with many of the users posting on there, InvestEngine's employees posting back, and some ETF suggestions come through that community, and a few of them have been added to the platform. So InvestEngine listens through their community. The final big benefit is their great automation features. It makes investing super easy and low hassle. On the con side, the first point is the account types. There's currently no LISA and no junior ISA, and it'd be great if InvestEngine had these account types for their users. The second con is that they offer no ethical managed for you portfolios. Again, this is something I hope they add in the future. But nonetheless, InvestEngine is a great investing platform and one I would recommend. There's a link in the description if you'd like to sign up to the service. Thanks guys.